Hi there, I'm Dana with wholehealthdana.com, and today I'm going to teach you how to make a fantastic chicken fajita burger. So the first thing that you want to do is there's a couple of vegetables that you need to start getting sauteed before you start working on your chicken. And what you're going to need is you're going to need a half of an onion, like maybe a yellow onion. Today I actually had some leftover green onions, so that's what I'm going to use. I cut these up last night just to be prepared for today, and they were just some green spring onions that I had left over, and I just sliced them in small little dices all the way up. And then you need a half of a sweet pepper. You can use any color you want, green, yellow, orange, red. I usually use red. Yesterday when I went to the store, all they had was yellow, so today we're using yellow. And we're going to saute those for a few minutes so they start to soften while we work on the chicken. Now I'm not going to carry you over to the stove today like I normally do. I've already got some hot oil ready to go, so I'm going to go and pour these in, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so you're going to saute those for about 10 minutes until they start to just brown, and then pull them off and let them cool. So in the meantime, you need 1 pound of chicken thighs. You want to make sure that you're buying the best chicken that you can afford, or you have available to you. So your best chicken would be something that was pasture raised, at least buy organic if you can. So we're going to take our chicken thighs, and I've already I've cut them into pieces, and I've also cut off any big pieces of fat that were attached to them. So we're just going to put them into our food processor. And now you're going to want to put it on your food processor base, and you're going to pulse it for maybe 20 to 25 times. You want it to be coarsely ground. You do not want it to be processed like a hamburger meat. We're just cutting it up into smaller chunks. Okay, so once you've pulsed it, I did about 20 times. You're going to have chunks that are about the size of your thumbnail or so. So next we're going to put in the spices. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of sea salt. You're going to do half of a teaspoon of garlic powder. You're also going to need a half a teaspoon of chili powder. Now when I went to the store, I could not find, they were out of stock of organic chili powder. So I found some in the bulk section that was organic. So I just bought a little baggie of it. And then once you have all the spices in, you're going to pulse it another 5 to 8 times just to get them all mixed up. So once your peppers and onions are done sauteing, you're ready to add them with the rest of the mixture, which we are going to do now. And then you have the option of adding a little bit of cheese to it if you would like. So this is a raw cheddar that I have right here. And I got about half of a cup. I shredded it. You can use a cheese grater. You can also use the grating blade on your food processor. These are still very good without the cheese, so don't feel like you have to have it. It does make your recipe non-paleo. Paleo does not allow any dairy, so we're just going to add it in. And then we're just going to pulse it a few times. We're not going to do too many. I'm going to probably start out with 5, see how mixed in it is. Maybe use a spatula to scrape around the sides if there's any leftover cheese or peppers on it. Oh, I should mention that when I pulled the sauteed veggies off, I also started to heat up a pan with a little bit of coconut oil. Okay, so I think I pulsed that about probably 10 times before I pulled it out. I wanted to make sure that everything was completely added in. Now, you can make these patties by hand and just freeform them. I have this cute little patty maker where you choose the size that you want your patty. In my case, I've chosen 2 ounce. It is kind of messy. Your hands are going to be kind of sticky from the chicken meat, so if you can't take that, I would say don't even try. And something else that you can do if you have trouble forming your patties, whether it be with a patty maker or with your hands. You could put this in the refrigerator for about 15 minutes or so to let the meat firm a little bit. That makes it easier to make a patty if your mixture is colder. We're going to go ahead and just make up some patties, and then we'll head over to the stove and get them frying. Okay, so our oil is hot and ready to go now. I use medium to low setting on my oven, or on my stove, I'm sorry. I always prefer to cook things at a lower, slow temperature. So it might take longer, a little bit longer than what you're normally accustomed to. But I think your food cooks better and you have less chance of burning. Okay, so give it about 4 or 5 minutes, and then you're going to flip them over. Oh, those are perfect. And you're going to let this side brown as well, and then take them out and put them on a plate. Alright, so now that they're done, this is what they look like. And the great thing about these is they're really good for leftovers. You can put these back in the pan with a little bit of coconut oil and reheat them, and they still taste excellent. I also freeze them so that I can pull them out as I need them if I need some snacks or something to grab to eat while I'm on the run. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Whole Health Dana in making chicken fajita burgers. If you would like to print this recipe, go to my website at www.wholehealthdana.com. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, check out the links below. I thank you for joining me today, and we'll see you next time.